All right, so now we are at the center console. So all of that is good, okay? And make sure that you do not spray anything on the gas pedal or brake pedal, okay? Now, we're gonna spray the chemical on the center console, okay? Make sure you get full access to it. On F-250s, just get familiar with these. Every car is a little bit different. Take that out. Put that off to the side. You're gonna take this out. Put that to the side. Look, this right here is kind of dirty, so I'm gonna spray it a little bit more. I'm gonna get my towel. So that is for the brakes. So in other words, he hauls a lot of trailers, which I know this gentleman does. So, and anytime you spray a chemical, just kind of wipe it down. Make sure. You're gonna get your fingers right here, and you're just gonna kind of go through there and go on the outskirts. Now, why they do this, I don't know. It's so dumb, but you're just gonna kind of run your finger right there, because now, like, it's really hard to kind of get inside. Like when you close the door, it's like, I don't know. It is what it is. You just gotta learn to deal with it. Every car is gonna be a little bit different, but that's that. Okay. Now it's time for spraying. You're gonna get the edges first. You notice I'm at the edge. Okay. You're gonna get this edge. You get this edge. You're gonna get this edge. Okay, and make sure you get this edge too at the top. That's where the coffee's at. Okay. Once you spray that, all the coffee just came out. Okay. Wipe it down. Okay. So now instead of spraying all this, we're just gonna wipe it real quick. Okay. Just give it a little wipe. So notice I moved it right there. I'm cleaning this part. Now I can clean all the way around. Okay. Now when it comes to these little guys, all Ford, they do these stupid things. Just take these out. If you can't get it out, you spin it and it'll come out. Trust me. With your hand. Ooh, look at all that good stuff. Same thing. So all I'm doing is like I'm getting my finger and I'm going around. So with the towel. That's all I'm doing. And then just make sure you get the middle. So now I can go with the air gun and everything's not gonna fly back at me. This is where you're going to spend most of your time, is by doing stuff like this. Make sure that your center console is legit. And the reason why it needs to be legit is because there's always someone here. This is the captain's domain. You know, every minute of him inside the car is spent right here. So you want to make sure that this whole area is as clean as possible. Okay? It doesn't have to be like 100%. There's things that we can do to kind of hide things, but for the most part though, you want to make sure it's super clean. Get this, wipe it off, put it back. Okay, we're gonna clean these and I'll show you what to do with that in just a second. So now that we're done with the center console, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the air gun. I'm gonna blow everything towards the door. What that's doing, it's eliminating me having to spend time on the vacuum. And then you're gonna blow and get everything get up in there, kind of blow it, get as much as you can out, because that's less vacuuming. All right, so I cleaned this little area while I stepped outside. I'm not sitting down anymore. And what you wanna do now is you're gonna move the seat forward one last time. You're gonna have to move it back, but when you do, stop about halfway, get your towel and do it in here, because that's going to expose things that you didn't have access to before because the seat was in the way. So same thing, this little spot right here, just gonna get your finger and just go down as far as you can and get right there. Now I can wipe this area down with the towel, and when you do, get in between there. Just rub your fingers, because there's always dirt there. Remember, you're a detailing company. You gotta get all the details. Okay, now we have this. This is a big area. I'll show you what to do. Here we are here. You're gonna spray some chemical. Kind of get right here, even though we got it. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray this area as well as the door. While I'm focused on that, I'm gonna let all this kind of soak just for a second or two. Oh, and make sure you get, like, see that? Like right there. Give it a little blow. Alright, all we're gonna do, get the air gun. Now you can get your towel, wipe in there. Wipe this. That's it. Alright, so now that we done with this, clean that, and I even cleaned on the inside of this because sometimes that is forgotten. We're gonna spray the door one more time. This door is the only door that is opened and closed every time a driver gets in. So, extra clean. Around the windowsill, around the lot, clean that. Spray around all the little crevices, get in there. Clean the speakers. Get in the door handle area. Get all that. So this right here mainly is just getting it, blowing it around, but also I'm making sure the chemical's touching everything too to clean it. So now, this will be the last thing we clean with this towel, okay? Just gonna get it, wipe everything out. Make sure you get the black stuff around here. Sometimes what I do is I'll get the, see on how that's right there. So what I usually do with my other hand that's free, I'll blow it, but I'll just put a little bit more pressure. I'll open it up. Wipe it down. I'll get it and I'll hit it again. But look, you see this right here? Kind of hidden. Make sure you get that. You want to make sure that you get everything with the door handle because, well, it's touched every time. Same thing within here. So I'll go over it with without recording because I need two hands for that. And I will make sure that this area is clean and good using both hands. All right, so now after I did that with two hands, we are done. Leave the seat like that, and now we can access the seat back here to clean this area right there, this, and we can access that. We'll get the cup holders, the center console, back here, back over there, the seat, back over here, this, and we will clean this. And we're gonna spray this with the cleaner. So there's a little trick to it. You're gonna spray this right here, and then you're gonna close the door. And now you're gonna get back here because when the door is open, you can access that. Look at all that, yeah. And you're just gonna let it sit. All right, so spray all those areas. Same thing, pre-spray the door, get all the good stuff, all the little nooks and crannies, just have at it. You're only spraying about 5 to 6 ounces of spray on each one, if that, so it just seems like a lot because it's a spray. What I do is before I do underneath here, I put the seat down, I jump right on in, and now I can actually get everything in a little bit more of a comfortable position in a truck. Get the little bolt area right there. So once you kind of spray that, you're just gonna get a towel, wipe it down, and notice I got a new towel. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray a little bit closer. You can adjust your spray by this right here. Going out just a little bit gives it a sharper little, more concentrated spray. That's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my air gun. I'm gonna spray it off. So what that's gonna do is that gets all that dirt and stuff, it gets it out without having to like hardcore scrub and vacuum it. The little spray gun does the trick. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get it, blow it all back towards you. So that way, now you can get it and blow it from there out here.